Okay, let's look at the adolescent safety trial and data. I did some research for a judicial review in Northern Ireland, and I worked across all the documents I could find to piece together what really happened in the adolescent trial. And by the way, they didn't do a dose-finding phase 1 trial for the adolescents. They just stuck them straight in at 30 micrograms, which is the adult dose. So no wonder they didn't cope with it. Let's look at the adverse reactions. Pfizer's latest exposure data, they've still got a data lock on 13th of March 2021. That's over a year ago. According to their numbers, only 1,180 adolescents were exposed to treatment. It may have been more than that, because the total number across the placebo and the treatment group is 2,260. That's your absolute overall maximum, but this is the only number we need to work from. This is what Pfizer give us. If Pfizer want to tell us that more children took this thing from the placebo group when they had a chance to take the treatment, because they unblinded everybody, then they can tell us. But until then, that's the number we're working off. Maddie de Garay, I spoke about her last time. You can see at the bottom right-hand corner. That's an interview, 27th of January this year. Life-changing mobility, she's wheelchair-bound, and gastrointestinal injuries. She uses the nasogastric tube. When I put this thread up on Twitter, her mother retweeted it and confirmed she's still suffering the same injuries, even though the regulators say in the documents her injuries are resolving. Secondly, that 16-year-old boy from the placebo group, myopericarditis, unresolved at 2 months, suspected adverse reaction. One related life-threatening fever, 40.4 degrees, serious adverse event. I'm not sure if he went to hospital, because that's one qualifying condition. It was resolved after 2 days. One related life-threatening anaphylactics. 3 depression exacerbations required hospitalization. 1 life-threatening depression hospitalization. I'm not saying all of those depression-related ones were related to the vaccine, but when you look at Pfizer's document, they blame all of them on SSRIs. I'm not saying SSRIs can't do that. How did Pfizer have the confidence to rule out that their drug didn't contribute? We just looked at the fact it could be a neurotoxin. How do they know? They blamed adverse reactions on known drugs. Fair enough. What about their own drug? So I asked the question, is that data really giving us confidence that any young person should take this thing? Did we hear about those case reports in the media, or did they hide it? Did they cover it up?